should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, 'cause I'm floating in your orbit. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. Just my luck, put me away. You understand? There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand, come on.
Hey, hey, y'all. Hey, geez, what my voice at? Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Anyway, welcome to the Crystal Palace, and I am your host with the most. Where did I hear that from? I'm biting somebody. I don't remember who I'm biting, y'all. But nevertheless, greetings, salutations. What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? And I definitely want to send a shout out to all of my crystals before we even get started. I really want to thank y'all. Seriously, I really want to thank y'all. Y'all, all the reactors who have gone before me, I call y'all the foremothers, right? We call y'all the foremothers in this sector. And the investigator that we have in our sector, I want to thank her too. I want to thank all the crystals. I want to thank everybody who has ever clicked on my live and wanted to hear me yap, 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 yappity, yap, 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 my mouth, right? Really appreciate it. And most of all, this is going to sound really strange. This is going to sound really strange. Don't be mad at me, crystals. But I want to thank these rickety, raggedy mommies for definitely showing me what not to do as a mom and reminding me, that, patience and being patient. And like, this is my second time around and being a mommy. I don't know, it just inspired me to be a better mommy. I'm not being funny. I know this sounds really jacked up, what I'm saying, but I'm just being honest. And I just really wanted to, like, be the best I could possibly be. And definitely due to the help of you all and watching y'all get on here and fumble the ball, some of y'all especially. And I have gotten a couple of ideas from some of y'all. And my patience definitely has gotten well, I can't thank y'all for that. And I can't tell y'all about the patience. No, hell no. I can't give y'all credit for that. No, me taking those classes helped me get my patience better. Let me keep it real, y'all. Let me keep it real. And me just understanding my parents better. You know what I mean? And understanding how my parents felt about certain things and being an adopted child. And also my children who I had before. I know this sounds like a whole big speech, but I gotta talk. I gotta to express myself right now, this moment. Y'all gotta let me express myself. And thanking my children who have forgiven me, right, for mistakes I made when they was coming up, right? That I didn't apologize for some of it until they got older and I realized that it was a problem, right? And so that's what happens with motherhood and parenthood is that we have to accept responsibility even when we don't think we're wrong, but we have to figure out some responsibility and we have to apologize to our children and move on and try to rebuild or move on or whatever. And that's what's going to happen with a lot of these mommies here on these YouTube streets. They're going to have to apologize. They're going to have to be honest with themselves. And it's not that they should apologize to anybody here on the YouTube streets, but they're going to have to end up apologizing to their children because, man, some of these things that have gone on the YouTube streets and on these videos have been embarrassing and will be even more embarrassing once the children get older, right? I can tell you some funny stories of me and how I embarrassed my daughter, which I didn't think it was embarrassing, but she still talks about it to this day. It's not funny, but it's kind of funny, right? But you know, that she still her little feelings was hurt about it, about, and of course I apologize even that. Even though we may feel like something is minute, as parents, it's our job to make this as painless as possible, right? To make parenthood as painless as possible for our children. I know it's difficult, but we have to do our best, right? So anyway, I'm done with this damn speech. But again, all fairness, I definitely want to thank y'all for coming up here. Good morning, welcome to the Crystal Palace. Oh, you still at the you born at the hospital? The guests doing all the cussing was too much. The guests doing all the cussing. What guest, girl? What happened? What guest? What guest, girl? What are you talking about? What guest? To all the guests that came in with the patients, or you talking about the guests I had on here? Um, talk to me, Ebony. But yeah, so Jesus table. I definitely gotta. But yeah, so let me say a couple of things before we get started. We are going to talk about wine glass, but I gotta say a couple more things. I'm not gonna do the speech right now. Well, yeah, okay, I'm lying. I'm gonna do a little speech. Listen, listen. The thing is, YouTube, for me, is not just about the money, right? About the money that I'm trying to get, right? It's also to promote my business. It's also to learn a lot about myself. To be honest with y'all, to learn more about myself, because what YouTube does for me is help me to learn how to multitask even further. I'm already an excellent multitasker. I'm a mommy, and sometimes I might have to be arguing, on the phone, trying to arrange some things with my son's school, online school, or I might have to be on the phone conducting some type of business, right? And talking to my husband, talking to my son, doing homework, cooking, cleaning, all at the same time. And that's what happens. However, YouTube also um shows helps you become even more patient, because you have to wait on these, because you don't know what it's going to turn out. You don't know if you're going to get 1K on the video, because it also challenges you, because you don't know if you're going to get 300 views, on up to 100 views, on up to 1K views, 2000 2K views. You don't know, you may hit something here later on, here shortly. I might wake up one day and one of my videos become viral, and then all of a sudden I'm like really doing the damn thing here on the YouTube streets. And you never know. But I do like the opportunity. I do like I want to enjoy it. I definitely want to enjoy it along the ways of getting to where I need to get to, and then going higher than what I need to get to, and then branching off and doing some other things, right? But again, I do like the chase of it sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, dang, why not three? Why don't I have 1K views? Only once I feel like once a month I get 1K views. So anyway, it's the ride there. And I appreciate you all going on this journey with me. And I look at everything as part of my spiritual journey. I'm kind of spiritual, y'all. Y'all have to excuse me, but I'm very spiritual. And a lot of this is a part of my spiritual journey in getting me to where I need to get to for whatever reason, and to learn the many lessons that I'm learning thus far. So without further ado, shit, I'm getting all heavy and spiritual on you, but That's just what you get when you working when you rolling with me, though. Okay. Anyway, how you doing, Moving Sounds? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. Anyway, so welcome to the Crystal Palace. It's early in the wee morning. So when y'all come on in, make sure y'all take off y'all shoes, go to the crystal bar, get your crystals, get your libations. 3 points of entryway. Y'all already know what it is. Type it in chat. That'll be you coming into the parlor room. Leave your words behind. Michael Jackson say, just enjoy yourself. Ooh, lights and music up to you. Okay, and then the second part of it would be when you all come into the Crystal Palace, which you're gonna, of course, you might not want to hang. You can't hang in the Crystal Palace. You can't be all in the chat. What should I say? All in the video, right? All in the chat room, all in the parlor room. You might have to hang back, and that's what we call the beam room, right? Then from there, like, what that boom room look like? That Ray, that Ray. Tell us about the boom room. Has the same immunity as the parlor room, except for we won't see you, right? Okay. But again, last but not least, of course, we call it with the replay room. And the replay room, I mean, I'm sorry, the replay gang is actually considered what we call the outhouse over here. So let me get some more ice. But nevertheless, I think it's very, very important that we enjoy that we enjoy things, right? I think too many times in life, hang on, what the hell? My ice ain't even. Yeah, I need to put some more. Man, I need to put some more water in here because my ice is like really small, and that's how I know the ice is getting skeet. But needless, just like how Jasmine addressed her children. But needless, nevertheless, that was a really jerk move. What I just said. Um, but again, everything is a part of your spiritual journey, and I think that a lot of times in life we don't really enjoy the journey that we on. We just try to get through it so fast that we don't take time to sip. You know what I'm saying? We don't sip like we sip that coffee, or we sip that wine, or we sip that water, or we sip that juice, or whatever it is that you sip. We don't take time to sip enough. We just kind of fly right by it. And that's one of the things that I have to remember in doing this YouTube thing is to sip. Okay, so let's sip together. All right, let's grab our crystals, pull up our sleeves, and let's get this work in. I sound like a I sound like a damn basketball player or something. I've been Yo, I didn't play basketball in high school. I was more of on a drill team, y'all, but that's a whole nother conversation. We have to talk about that. But I like playing basketball. I definitely, I always win. Like when we go to Six Flags, I always win the little balls. They give you the little balls. I always shoot the little balls, and everybody be looking surprised like they don't know I do it. And I just be getting winning the little balls and stuff, and they be looking at me like, "How did she do that?" Everybody else be taller than me, and I be like, "Swoosh, all net, all net, all net." But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. It's again about the fun. I think sometimes people take the fun out of shit. People take the fun out of motherhood. Jasmine makes motherhood look horrible. Like it's not enjoyable when she does it. I like to, on my spare time, honestly, when I'm sitting around watching YouTube, I like to look at the funness in motherhood, and that's something that my first set of children, motherhood, that portion went by so fast. It went by so fast that I didn't have a chance to savor it. It went from the time of pushing my daughter out of my you know, womb to pushing my other two sons out, going through the relationship so fast. And I really didn't have time to savor it. I didn't have time to savor that moment. I didn't have time to savor all those moments. And so I go back to thinking about things, and you know um Now I'm savoring the moments that we have now. And I think that when we're youth, in our youth, we always, and that's what I try to tell my son, in our youth, we are so fast and so quick to want to grow up fast, to get out of our mama's house. We're so fast and quick to get out of high school. We're so fast and quick to get out of college, grade school, etc. That we're never in the moment of enjoying things. Like I was so, oh God, yeah, I graduated early. I graduated on 16, and I did. My mother forced me to come back and walk, and I'm glad she did. Looking at it now, just today, I feel like that today. I didn't feel like that yesterday, day before that. I hated high school, right? But I remember those times and those moments that I went to prom, and my mother forced me to go to prom. I went to two proms, right? I went to three actually. I went to a junior prom, and I went to prom, senior prom, and I went with my high school sweetheart. Um, at the time, right? And I just never, and I just think back to now at being 50, maybe because I'm going to turn 51. I don't know, y'all, but I just think back to, just the glory days and certain things that I didn't savor, right? And I tell my son all the time, because he be like, yeah, I can't wait till I turn to 16 so I could drive. He's only like 7, y'all, and he's talking about when he becomes a teenager. I'm like, boy, slow down, pump your brakes. And I'm just trying to teach him to savor the moments. And I don't think a lot of these mothers who have younger children don't really savor the moment. They're just so fast to grow their children up. And then the ones that are not in a hurry, they slow them down. They're either doing it too fast or they're doing it too slow. That's what I've noticed with my Jazzy life. Remember, she was trying to grow them children up so fast because she was trying to grow Kaylin up so fast so Kaylin can babysit, so she can have her life, so she can get extra sleep, right? And then now that the other children start getting older, she's slowing them down. She's slowing Legendary down. She's slowing A down. She's slowing Amaya down. She sped up Amaya and Kaylin. But she's slowing down the twins. She's slowing down Legendary. And so that's what I've noticed about her. And one day she's gonna look up and life is gonna pass her by. She's gonna be stuck in that same predicament. And have y'all ever been around people where you ain't seen them in a long time and you come back and they on the same corner in front of the same store doing the same shit? You know what I'm saying? Have you ever noticed that? Have you ever noticed when people do that and they have not made any advancements with their life? They have never upgraded and they have been stuck. And it's one thing to think about things. It's one thing to think about, well, yeah, I remember when I was in school back in my day. It's one thing to think about it on occasion, but then there's another thing to just stay in that moment and stay in that place. That's half of the clients I deal with. They're reliving their yesteryears and reliving it over and over and over and over again instead of moving forward. And oh, God, why am I talking about this stuff with y'all? Anyway, so I just noticed that, and I think that that's a problem when people aren't really moving forward and not trying to do anything spectacular. And it's one thing, and yes, like I said, I like YouTube, and YouTube is going to be one of my careers, right? YouTube is going to be one of my careers, one of the things I do. But if it run out, I'm not going to like panic. I'm not going to fall out and fall on the floor. It's all over because I'll find something else, right? That's what I'm saying. And if in my business fell, I'll just find something else. You know what I mean? And that's just the way that I've always thought about it. I will push something to the as far as to the further extent that I could possibly take it. And once and if it falls off, then damn it, it fell off and I move on. Um, Change is inevitable. And although change might be difficult and hard, you still have to understand that it is what it is, and that's the possibilities. Anyway, so you have to think of life as a school. So you graduate, kindergarten, pre-K, you go to pre-K, kindergarten, then you go to, grade school, graduate that. Then you go to junior high, graduate that. Then you go to high school, graduate that. Then you go to college, graduate that. And then I don't ever want to stop graduating yet, because once you graduate, guess what? If you finish with graduation, guess what happens, y'all? You die, right? You on the live, right? And so you definitely want to keep graduate, to the next level. And even it depends on what you believe. Even spiritually, you graduate to another realm, right? But we don't know that because we're here. But anyway, okay, I'm done, y'all. Shit. I know y'all like, what the hell is Dr. A talking about? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like throwing some knowledge out there. Sometimes I feel like giving people a little tidbit of my thoughts. Sometimes. Anyway, let's continue. We're gonna watch Wine Glass. She's gonna be talking about and I'm kind of on topic if you really think about it, you know. We're gonna watch Wine Glass and she discussed how she managed kids with ADD. And my thing is, golly, that's a lot. That's a lot to keep having children and a lot of, and this is, and yes, children are a blessing, right? And although children are a blessing, it's still a lot to have different children that have certain, should I dare say disabilities, or I don't really necessarily like saying disabilities. I'm more of a person that says elements, right? That has certain elements about them that they are working through to try to conquer and stuff like that, right? But that must be very difficult to have all that and to still be having children, right? And that's not really a put down, but that's just something to think about. Let's think about, well, you having to manage all these children, and just think about, and then you study having more, and then think about when they become college students, or if they grow up and grown. See, you never stop being a mother. Y'all understand that, right? Regardless, even if your children are grown, they still need you. They just need you in a different capacity. But just think, if you're the more and more children that you have and they start having elements more and more, then yes, and they're supposed to be ordained to be here. We get that, right? However, um that's still more that you're gonna have to deal with. And just think about, suppose you're no longer here, who's gonna help them? So it's different worries that you have to think about as a mom, when you're having children, a lot of children with disabilities. And sometimes may want to stop, right, until you get that under control. Just saying. Just saying for the record. I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do. I'm not trying to do a judgment thing. I'm just saying something to think about. And I think a lot of times that's not in these four minds of a lot of these mommies. And of course, I'm not the vagina relations community police up in here, and I can't tell people what to do with their Yomi boxes. I can't tell people what to do with their pencils. I can't tell them what to do with their pencils. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, it's just something to think about. It's just something to think about. And I know that a lot of times nowadays people are having way more babies than they did, possibly in the years ago, a few years ago. It was more, and I'm not saying that, it would be, it's a it would be an oxymoron a lot of times, not in the 40s or the before then, or the 50s, or even the 60s, but come the 70s and around the 80ish, people weren't having as many children. And then come around the 90s, people were just, yeah, you had spurts, right? You had spurts of people having babies. But now, if you really look at it now, it's like it's all over YouTube. I've never seen as many children as I possibly have here on social media, worldwide, and that's in a lot of different countries. And I've noticed a lot of even whether they can afford it or not, I've noticed a lot of families are expanding their families on so many levels, whether it be via surrogate, whether it be via adoption, whether it be via natural, biological, etc. Right? But it's been a lot of that, and I think a lot of times some people are or prepared in the best way that they know how, right? Because are you truly prepared to even have a baby? A lot of you know, but some more than others, right? But I've noticed in this mommy sector, not so much. I've noticed that a lot of them that have a lot of these children here in the mommy sector aren't really prepared. It doesn't look like it, because if they were prepared, people wouldn't necessarily ask for money all the time. They wouldn't have all these 20 loaves of baby showers. I mean, forever. every child. You don't get in the real world, you don't get a baby shower for every damn child you have. They don't even do that at work, right? If you're at a corporate business, they're not gonna keep having a damn baby shower for your ass every time you decide that you want to get knocked up, right? That's not always your responsibility. Now they give you time off, right? They have it now where the father can take out time off. They didn't have that back in the day. They have it where the father can take time off. They have it where the mother can take out time just as well, and he get the same amount of time as you get, right? And so what's what has to what you think about is like, dang, so you know, a lot of these mommies are not prepared. They have like you're supposed to really have one baby shower per child, maybe even a gender. Nowadays, you're doing gender reveals. Fine, okay, cool. I heard you doing gender reveals. That's what's up, right? Then you get a gift for that, right? You get a gift for the gender reveal. Then you do a sip and seed or something. I think they do that in southern parts of the world, in the upper echelon places. That's their gifts. And then let's say you're getting married, you get another gift for that. And that's another thing. Nobody's gonna get you if you've been married 3 or 4 times. We're not gonna keep getting you. And I'm one that's been married twice. And I didn't really expect anybody to get anything from me because it was my second marriage. Hell, I didn't get nothing, jack nothing from my first marriage, let alone the second. But that's not the point. The point is that people do things in increment of and a whole bunch of stuff, and they want you they have expectations of you basically funding their whole entire lifestyle, and that's just through donations. And don't get it twisted, I've done a couple of donation drives because my son's house burnt down, and I told y'all about that a long time ago, or his apartment that he was in burnt down, and they lost everything. It was smoke full. They had to get rid of TVs, everything, you hear me? And they got back and they did a hell of a five bounce back. They bought a house, you know, right? But needless to say is that you know, things happen and sometimes people need that hand up and not a handout. But every time we turn around, these mommies are always asking for handouts. They don't have no kind of businesses or anything. I mean, hell, I don't want no damn eyelashes. I wouldn't buy no eyelashes from Olivia because of the way she don't even wash her dishes off. And then when she wash her dishes off, you don't see no soap. You don't see she using the same cleaning sponge that she used to clean the dishes. When she gonna turn around and use it again, not even put it in the washing machine. They don't wash their hands. Half the time my Jazzy Life don't wash her hands. You look at her fingernails. We never every time she goes to the restroom, when she went to the restroom on live, you didn't see her washing her hands. And she sat there on live uncouth ass and took a dump. You know what I mean? So we're watching a lot of these egregious things and we seeing it in real time, and we're learning like, wow, it's all shock value, right? And so this woman, needless to say, is no different than my Jazzy Life. She's just on a different spectrum. And I think a lot of times that some of these women that are in this sector, and I'm not talking about the reactors, of course, because we love them, but a lot of these women here uh, that's in the mommy sector that's doing these blogs really need some professional mental, psychological, spiritual help. And Jasmine can pick up a thousand Bibles, and it still won't hold no weight, right? Because she has to do some atonement with them children. But I digress. Let me shut the hell up. Let's watch this. That's what you came here for. You ain't come here to me for me to talk to you, talk real to you. You don't want to hear the real talk. Y'all want to hear this bullshit. Okay, let's go. No, it's all good. I'll turn it on.
Welcome to Vlogmas Day 6. Today we are getting everybody is eating breakfast. So I'm trying to stay on time.
Wow, she has a unique voice. What she like? I'm trying to stay on top. She talks like she talks like Damon Wayans or Keenan Wayans. I get all that preaching and then get on her and start talking about people. That is just so wrong. Whatever, y'all.
Um, this is going to be a vlog, a strict morning routine vlog again. 7:11 is the time.
Of course, she got music. Let me speed this here stuff up. and then we'll talk about it. Okay, I'm gonna speed that up. I'm gonna turn on a little music background, my own little music background. Y'all know how we get down, okay? But what I was gonna say before I start talking about, she sound like Damon Wayans, and don't get it twisted, she do sound like Damon and Keenan with Wayans. I'm sorry, don't be mad at me, but she does. Um, but I also noticed that she finally got their hair braided. See, we haven't been over here in a while here at the Crystal Palace. So what I did notice is that she got that little hair braided, didn't she, y'all? Mm-hmm. Right. How you doing, Miss Michelle? I know you heard me. I know it's just in my blood. It's just in my blood too. So, so, and yes, I am qualified to give advice. I know some people here. I know some of these in this mommy sector, mostly of reactive are able to give advice. Not necessarily these mommies. Can't give you no advice. Not even how to rear children. But whatever. That's neither here nor there. No judgment. But yeah, I'm judging. Um, so let's talk about it. Let's go ahead and review. Well, anyway, what I noticed is that she has a hair braid, y'all. I know she finally got their hair braided. And I wonder if she braided anybody else's hair. And if she's gonna at some point, I'm not saying she should cut that little boy. I don't know how old that little boy is. I don't even know if his little soft spot is even healed. I can't comment on that. I really don't know how old that boy is because sometimes I think he this age or that age. Well, I don't know. I don't keep up with these wonderful children ages. Only reason why I know Amaya's age, not because she's lighter skinned, because someone said that on the comments. not this, not because she's lighter skinned. It's not the reason why I know that. It's because she's around my son age, and that's kind of what I remember. Right? Her and my son are the same age. So that's how I know that. Anyway, let's get started.
RJ and Malaysia bus come at 7:50, 45 ish. Yeah, it depends on their time is 7:40. But I'll be trying to get out the house like at 7:35. I try
Okay, let's
and
get
warm up my
fast.
car.
Sorry.
What else? Nayori school is at 8:06, but I usually be a little bit late because I have to drop them off and then go across town and drop.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of work. I mean, so let me ask you a question. So why don't you put them in school that's closer to where you stay at, and you can kind of kill some of that, or why don't you and old boy, why don't y'all work together and get a second car? Then therefore he can drop some of them off and you can drop some of them off and y'all can kind of like collab on that. I mean, why do you have to do it all? Why can't he drop some of them off and you drop some of them off? And yeah, you definitely gonna have to change, what school they go to, girl. That's a lot of work. And plus they got ADHD and stuff. That's a lot of work. How you doing, Virgo? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. How you doing, nearly? Sorry about that Monday sermon, but I don't apologize. I don't apologize for product. No,
Him off. So yeah, the baby will stay here with daddy every morning. The baby stay here with daddy, and I take the kids to school, which I like it anyways because then I can get a break, a headspace. So yeah, um, that's that. I try to stay on the strict schedule. Um, RJ don't like to be late for school.
well, here's the thing, though. I mean, it's not like he's up. I mean, I guess getting a break from him, I can imagine because he's attached to your hips, right? So does he holler when you're gone? Will he sit with his daddy without hollering? I mean, I'm not trying to be fun. I'm not saying that your child holler a lot. I'm just asking a question. He is attached to your hip, which most children are. Most of us, we don't carry our children around, to be honest with you. Um, Pretty much, right? For the most part. But I'm just curious, does he roll with your husband? Not your husband. I apologize. Y'all are not married. To your boyfriend like that, to his dad. These women don't have a sense that God don't have sense the sense that God gave him. Put him down. Good morning, TA. Now my people's coming in here. That's what I'm talking about.
And that's good. I like that about him. He don't like to be late for school. You don't like to be late, do you? He like to do his bell work on time. He like to go to breakfast on time.
Okay, so what you probably gonna have to do is start getting up a lot earlier and making sure that nobody's late getting there because who wants to be late to going to school? Because you're starting a precedence, and then after a while they're gonna start calling you. And in most states, you have to live in the district of in which the children are going to school from. So it doesn't sound like you are staying in the same district that they go to. It doesn't sound like that. Listen, I'm not gonna call on you, so you ain't gotta worry about that. But I'm just saying that it just doesn't really sound like that, right? So, you know, this is like at the end of the semester. So at some point in time, if I were you, I would put them into this district by the house or something.
So he be doing pretty good. So and he don't like to be
Okay, so let me read these comments. She praises him. She praises him like he's Jesus Christ. The bum don't do nothing for her and the children. He's going to be 8 years old and still on her hip. How old is the baby? I have no idea. I was gonna ask y'all.
late for breakfast. So
He looks like he's about
now
one
Yori,
or
he
close to one.
I
He
don't know.
looks like he's close to one. I don't even know these children's names. I've been watching this. I don't know since I've been reacting. I've been watching some of her videos on and off with you guys. And I don't really know how old or any of her children's names, to be honest with you. I don't know their names, and that's probably really bad. I know Amaya's names. I don't even really know Chrissy's children's names. I just know the oldest one name, and I know somebody named Onyx, and um, I don't even know how Chrissy, Strong Mama Chrissy children's names. I don't know. I just know Jasmine children's names, and I know Olivia children's names. Um, if you believe that AJ name is AJ, I don't know. Ain't no telling. She might be lying, y'all. So I don't know. I know her. I know the Davis. I know the Davis. I know the Davis. No, not the Davis. Shoot. I know the Davis fourth names, and I know the what's Gerard's last name? I forgot. Whatever Gerard's three. I know their names. I don't know their last names just that fast. But nevertheless, I don't know. I don't know much about these mommies, and I kind of like it like that, to be honest with you, because I'm not really invested. But I know enough to have a conversation. I really don't even know how many children she got, to be honest with y'all. I see a different child every time she come online. She probably got 300 children. So, and I wouldn't know because every time watch her on live, what excuse me, watch her video, she's popping out with a new child. Like whose child is that? Like that's hers. Oh, she just had him. No, he's been there forever. Oh, okay. So what I want from me.
If he's gonna be an on time person, but he might. You know, Malaysia, they can get like pokey in the morning. Y'all, sometimes I have to constantly keep reminding them, like 40 times to do one thing because you already know having kids with ADHD is a lot of work. So yeah.
Well, that's why sometimes you may have to get them up a lot earlier. If you get them a lot earlier and keep them on a route, I'm not saying you don't have them on a routine. You might have them on a routine. I don't know. I don't know what your morning is like, but maybe you have to get them a little bit more earlier so if they do poke around, they have time to poke around. You might want to see about doing that. I'm telling you, it'll be a help. It'll be a blessing for you because that way you don't get frustrated and they don't get frustrated. Well, that's just a recommendation. I can tell you one of those type that don't listen. You won't listen unless Jasmine tells you. But Jasmine can't tell nobody to get on my schedule because she ain't on no schedule. Look, that's what annoys me when she looks at that watch. Cause I'm like, girl, why you looking at that watch? You ain't no scared. You put nothing in. What you looking at the watch for? Like if you gonna change your time frame, or you gonna do something different because you're not. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. You don't go to me. I ain't gonna talk. But I just think it's weird. You know what I'm saying? I think it's pretty dang on weird um how she. I mean, people can have a change of heart, right? I can understand people having a change of heart, but what I just think it's fake in her case. I don't think it's a change of heart. I think it's just fake because she's just gonna use Jasmine. Jasmine gonna use you. You better believe, girl. Why you think you using Jasmine? She's certainly gonna use you, girl. You better believe it. She gonna use the hell out of you, and she gonna have you doing. She gonna be draining you for her business because y'all got a lot in common. Because both of y'all got some weak men. Both of y'all got men that don't help y'all, that don't give a damn about y'all. So y'all gonna sit around and just um have talk pain and suffering and neither one of y'all men ain't nothing, right? Pretty much. So I already know how this goes. I already know how the story goes. I'm trying to tell you, but I mean it is what it is. I have a daughter with ADHD. I'm certain that there are absolutely no tips she can give me m- or any other mom. Yeah, the way of children. Thank you so much, brother. Shoot, I'll be forgetting. What the hell? I don't know. I don't even. And I'm not following Gerard, y'all. I'm following him on Instagram. I'm following him and Influence, and I still don't remember. I still don't be remembering their damn names. Remember damn names. Anyway, it is what it is. Anyway, so let's continue. Okay, now, Tisa, I have a daughter that gets. I have to get my daughter up extra early, and she has a visual checklist of things she needs to do in the morning and evening. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, I never listen. I'm not an expert, right, at how to deal with people, how to deal with children with ADHD, but I'm not. But I just know that I just thought it made sense. And it's not like I know what I'm talking about. I just felt like that made sense, right? And I'm just saying, if they're dragging around, then you got to get them up extra early. My son doesn't have ADHD, but he does sometimes get in those moods where he don't really, like, where he be kind of playing around and moving around real slow. Today is a test. Today is test day. Today is test day, and I think is tomorrow too, test day. I think he's. I know he's gonna have one at 9 o'clock, and then he's gonna have one at 1 o'clock. They got to do already diagnostic, so they got to test where they are. And I hate those tests just as much as he do because I don't think it's, I don't deem it to be fair because if he has to take those tests because it's tests are not the be all of all. It doesn't mean you don't know. Some people are not the best test takers, and sometimes people get nervous, and he freaks out, y'all. He gets nervous. I'm nervous for him. Um, just walking around and talking, not cleaning up anything, just babbling with the baby on her hip. This is boring. I can't see how people watch and support this. I don't either. But we watching it now. Don't be mad at me, and please support me in watching this for you.
I gotta get and put some clothes on, so I will be.
But don't she talk like? If y'all ever heard, have y'all ever heard Keenan Ivory Wayans talk? Or have y'all ever heard Damon Wayans? They sound like she sounds like them. She's like, oh, yeah, sure, 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 sure. That's kind of how she talks. Is it just me?
Right back. I'm ready. I gotta start doing this Weight Watcher thing for my get my stomach back intact. But y'all, it's 7:18. I told the kids they got 5 more minutes, well, 5 more seconds to speed it up. Um, I don't know. Um, yeah. So after they get done eating, it's time to brush their teeth, and then After brushing their teeth, I usually put Vaseline. I have to put Vaseline on Nayori face because he have eczema real bad. And I tell the kids to put lotion on their face or Vaseline so the wind won't catch them. Um,
But that's pretty standard, right? And it's pretty standard for you to have your children put oil or some type of oil or lubricant. Probably doesn't sound right to say, about your children putting something on their face to say lubricant, or should I say moisture? It's better. It's certainly like goes along with the point, right, of having your children to put to moisturize their face, right? Pause for the boys because I know sometimes I told my son to moisturize his face and he was like pause, so I was like, oh okay, yeah. He's like, mommy, girls moisturize their face. No, I'm just gonna put oil on my face so it'll stay right. I'm like, okay. So again, it just makes sense. How you doing, Buttons? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. I enjoy reaction. I just can't be subscribed to her and watching it. Thank you so much. So yeah, again, I mean that kind of comes along with the basis. You putting oil on their face, they washing their face, they brushing their teeth after they eat dinner, after they eat breakfast, they eating breakfast. Well, I'm glad to hear that you feed them breakfast, right? The convenience that I have, and see when my son went to the physical school, I would wake him up obviously earlier, so he would have enough time to eat, and he would have enough time to watch his shows, watch some on TV or whatever. So he can, kind of have his mind right. But now, even if I wake him up later, even if I wake him up at like, I don't know, right before he's supposed to go to class, let's say if I woke him up at, I don't know, 8 o'clock or 8:30 or something like that, he still has a little bit of time to eat, right? That would probably be a little bitty breakfast. I probably would give him a little bitty breakfast, right? A little jump start, right? Because I might deem him may need more sleep, right? Get him up, make sure he brushes his teeth, already have his clothes ready. See, that's another thing. I don't know if she puts their clothes already out on the hangers. Um, I would just do that each week. Every time I wash clothes, if I were her or Jasmine, well, Jasmine should do that. When you wash clothes, just hang those clothes up or iron them if they need iron or whatever, and just hang them right up and have all that ready. So all you gotta do is grab it. And if you even let's say if you overslept by chance, because sometimes that happens. Every no, I probably overslept since school's been in session. I've overslept one time, but it wasn't like it was like probably about 30 minutes before class. You know what I mean? Because I was like, look, I gotta make you a almond butter sandwich or some fruit. You know what I mean? Because we overslept or whatever. Because I had a bad sleep or something. Something happened. I can't recall. But nevertheless, you just have to try to prepare as best as you can, right? And if you had some more help, if you all were working together as a team, right? And sometimes even working together as a team can be stressful, right? It depends on what's going on. But if y'all attempt to work together as a team, then the children can get ready on time. And you don't have to worry about the child being sluggish by getting them up early. Maybe getting the children who have ADHD up earlier, right? Just a little bit earlier and ensuring that they get up and then talking to your mate and telling him, hey, you be responsible for these sets of children. I'm responsible for these sets of children and getting them up and making sure that they wash their face and brush their teeth. Already have dinner, already have lunch ready. That's what sometimes you can do. And sometimes maybe he ain't doing that with his damn life. Maybe he can get up sometimes and do the damn breakfast while you get all the children ready or something like that. I'm just saying, like I'm telling you, it makes a difference when you have a helpmate. What's the purpose of him being there? You really a single mom with a warm body in the house, right? How you doing, Passion? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. How you doing, Pineapple? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. And yes, drop them crystal balls, right? Um, it makes a whole hell of a difference when you have a helpmate in the house with you, or even if you have an older kid that'll kick in with you. You know what I'm saying? Not that young. You don't really have them older like that, but if you have like a teenager or something like that, none of these mommies really have. I think the Chrissy, the only one that has like a teenager, so she could, so Cadence, well, after she get ready. Sometimes, the older children can kick in and help with the younger children. I've seen this happen in a lot of larger families, right? The older children will kick in and help out, right? If you're a single parent. Or even if you're not a single parent, let's say both parents are working, and you can certainly do that. I mean, I'm just saying it's a lot of other alternatives that you can do, and just giving them some responsibility in the morning time. And I'm telling you, they'll get up better. But you definitely need to get that man some damn responsibility, because just think about this. If they see their daddy laying around not doing nothing with his life, and clearly he's not doing nothing with his damn life. Okay, let's make no mistakes about this. This ninja is not doing a darn, I almost said a GOT darn thing with his life. Okay, not doing a god darn thing with his life. So it would make sense that he would get up and help and assist you in getting the children ready. Because what is he doing all night? Playing the PlayStation, playing the game Q or whatever. And my husband plays games too, but he got a job. So if my husband want to take time, if my husband want to play the game, damn it, he can play the game. You know why? Because he work. You know what I'm saying? He can play the game. He don't play it all the time, but he play it when he want to, because he goes to school as well. He's going to school. We both going to school. So my husband deserves a damn break. If he want to play the damn game, he can play the damn game. But I tell you what, some days, sometimes on the weekends, he let me sleep in, and he'll get up with our son and make breakfast, and then he'll wake me up if he had to have to go on a job. Because like I said, we got business. We got business. We got business. He's like, hey, I gotta go on a job. I made breakfast for him. Make sure you don't, he's the boy up by himself now. And I like hurry up and jump, hop too. Y'all heard me? I jump in that shower, that tub real quick, and get and go do that, and then come downstairs and go from there. You hear me? And it just don't make no sense for teammate. And I'm not saying I got a perfect relationship, but it's perfect for me. It's just right for me. I like it. Right? I love my relationship. I love my household, and I like the way my household's ran. Um, at times, but I swear sometimes I want a maid, y'all, and I want a chef at times. Just twice a month. Just twice a month. I get a maid and a chef. Same person do the same thing. I would really, that would really take an edge off, and I can kind of focus on some other things here. I can go to the healing center a lot more, right? Um, but anywho, the point is that you know, she has to make him stand up and take responsibility. See, she just says, well, he just sits at home with the child. But is he up? You don't see him up running around. You don't see him up. You don't see him getting up. You don't even hear his voice going, hey, y'all, make sure y'all getting ready. Usually when the man is in the household, the man is talking to the children and showing, command to have that men have a commanding voice. Am I talking too fast? Yeah, I know how to drink coffee. I'm sorry. But a man has a commanding voice. And when a man has a commanding voice, he's like, yo, y'all make sure y'all get your dishes. Y'all make sure y'all get your plates in the sink and make sure so mommy can wash them. You know what I mean? Or he can at least get up and wash the damn dishes for her. After the children are ate, he can get up and wash the damn dishes, and while she running around with the children. I mean, damn, he ain't doing nothing with his damn life. I don't see why he's not helping her. I think the woman is the helpmate. The woman's supposed to be the helpmate, but they don't have that type of arrangement. She basically doing everything. Let's just keep it real, girl. Let's keep it real. That is one lazy ninja. A roast. One lazy ninja. A passion, yes, in traditional role, but it's nothing traditional about what they got going on over there. He doesn't work. He's a bum with no ambition, who doesn't mind sitting on the arse. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I just figured out what you were saying, girl. Fine. Yeah, girl. Let me tell you something. Fine. I'm gonna keep it real. He smell like couch. I bet you that couch got a permanent welt in it from him sitting on his tuchus. Okay, I bet. You're going to get your housekeeper. Keep grinding. Shoot, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. My husband did offer me a housekeeper a long time ago, and he took advantage of it. I told him no, and he throws it up in my face all the time. He's just like, well, I can just help out a little bit more. You don't need no housekeeper. You gonna waste money. You ain't gonna do nothing but be cleaning up with them. He thinks it's a waste of time because he thinks that when they clean up, I'm still gonna clean up with them, and that's not true. Okay, that is true, but still, if they clean up, I can just clean up behind them. Okay, whatever.
Um, What else?
Mm.
RJ will clean his glasses because just to make sure his glasses is clean. And then after that, we put on socks and put on shoes. So yeah, y'all gonna walk through us. Y'all gonna walk through this with us. All right, y'all. Time to brush our teeth. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Did they eat breakfast already? Because if we gonna walk through it, you supposed to have started off with breakfast. And I hope to God that you did not. I don't let my son don't eat. That's just how we do it over here. Everybody's different. I would not have my son to brush his teeth before he eats. He don't brush his teeth until after he eats. And I'm telling y'all, in a little while, every so often, y'all, I will go in there and brush his teeth for him because I don't think he be doing it too fast for me. And he's like, I'm not a baby. And it just sets his mood off all day if I do that. But shoot, I just don't think he'd be really getting it in like how I want him to get it. You know what I mean? Is it just me? It's just me because he is 8 years old. I've talked to his dentist, and his dentist say that he still brushes her son's teeth when he's 16. I thought that was weird, but whatever. Yeah, you're gonna clean up before they come. Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna do that. But I might wait till they get here. But that's not the point. The point is, I would still like that. I would still like one. I definitely want to share twice a month, so they can come in here, and prepare the food. I mean, not you like prep the food for me, cut it all up, and put it in the freezer, and do that. I would like to get prep workout. That would save me so much time and energy. If I could just get my vegetables prepped and everything when I make my veggie burgers and things like that, or if I'm doing if I'm doing like a vegetable on the stove, whatever I'm doing, you know what I mean, casserole, whatever. If I get somebody to do my prep work and just have all that and just design me some meals and just have like the recipes written out for me or whatever. I just have somebody come in here and organize that for me every so often, maybe every 6 months. That would really help. I'm telling y'all. Because sometimes I'm a vegetarian and sometimes it get boring. Sometimes I have to put some finesse in it and I have to go look on the website and get something new. Because I've made so much stuff. I've been a vegetarian for like 30 some years, y'all. And sometimes I go vegan, sometimes I'm like, I'm borderline, I'm definitely vegetarian, but I don't go past vegetarian. I don't eat no kind of meats, no fish, no chicken, no none of that. No seafood, none of that. Every now and then y'all catch me eating cheese. That's why I said vegetarian, okay? But we're not really big cheese eaters because when I eat cheese, it gives me mucus and I have to you know, it shows. Um, why will you have a bum in your house that doesn't do anything? You are single and doing it all by yourself. Exactly. He's definitely single. Babe. She's tired of her kids, but not her bae. Exactly. She need to be tired of him. How you doing, Gigi? Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Beautiful, cold Monday morning. This show, listen. I gotta take my son to jujitsu. It's gonna be cold. I brushed all five of my kids' teeth until they were 10ish. I never had a cavity under my roof. My son doesn't have cavities, but I'm telling y'all, I swear to God, at least once or twice a week I do brush his teeth for him. And I'm not ashamed to say that, but he just be doing it too much. You know what I'm saying? And I had to make him go back in there and brush it again. Yeah, I sit there and watch him. I'm like, that's not enough. Go back in there, up, down, up, down. See, if I don't brush it myself, I tell him up, down, back, to the side, to the side. You know what I mean? He just be looking at me like, oh my God. I do the same with my 5-year old. How you doing, Pure? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. Let's continue.
Now you got 5 minutes. Go brush your teeth.
Okay, she got
Yes.
Christmas.
Go get water.
Lord, that
Get
lip
up and
is
brush your teeth.
atrocious. But I guess if you had that many people living in a house, I mean, nowadays, like I told y'all, 23 people, yeah, I'm telling y'all all my stuff. I tell y'all, 23 people, that's why my biological mom will tell you my story and my birth story. That's my little hold on. My biological mother one day will tell y'all my story. I have her come on and tell y'all my story. Um, but nevertheless, there was a lot of them in one house. Um, and they were able to keep the house. The house was always clean, spick and span. They had no bugs, no roaches, none of that. And I know a lot of households that have small rooms and a lot of children, a lot of family members in it. They have to do what they have to do until they can move out, but the house stay clean, you know.
That's Malaysia. Time to brush your teeth. It should be on the counter. Should be a little bit left of water.
But I thought, but listen, wine glass. Or what's her name? What is her name? Yeah, I forgot what her name was. I forgot what her name is. Whatever her name is. How you doing, sweetheart? How you doing, Taylor? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. How you doing, Taylor? EXO girl. How you doing? Thank you so much for coming in here, girl. My Crystal. I have seven children. I have a 7 and a 10-year-old boy, and I brush their teeth a few times a week, and I brush their hair. Girl, I definitely girl, he won't even let me Diamond, that's her name. He won't even let me touch his hair. He know how to brush it. He got his hair brushed down pack. I didn't got to touch it. He got that down pack. He know how to brush my hair if I let him. But no, he don't not for real. Exactly. I'm lying, y'all. He don't know how to brush my hair. But he definitely not brush his, so I don't have to do that. I used to though, but he got tired. He said I'm too heavy handed. So I guess me being heavy handed taught him how to brush his hair better. How you doing? How you doing? Who else just came? Son, welcome to the Crystal Palace. I did speak to you, pure, right? Yeah, Diamond. Thank you so much for telling me pineapples. Yeah, Diamond. Listen. If you're trying to give us the full experience of them getting ready, why wouldn't you show them eating breakfast, right? Why would you show them eating breakfast? I'm not saying you should show us getting dressed. That would be a little too much, right? But at least show them, and then like normally, I don't know. I don't have my son to get dressed before he eats because he can waste stuff all over his clothes, right? So usually, he comes downstairs, he goes to the bathroom first, whatever, normal stuff, right? He comes down here, I got his food. I got his food in the oven right now, y'all. I done already made it last night. All I gotta do is warm it up. I got it in the oven. I did French toast. I got I don't know if I'm gonna do I don't think I'm gonna do oatmeal. I probably make oatmeal for lunch. Sometimes people want an oatmeal for lunch, y'all. If you want oatmeal and almond butter sandwich and some fruit, but I don't think I'm gonna do oatmeal right now. I think I'm gonna make him a nice little, chill breakfast. If he asks for something else, then I'll do something else. But anyway, so breakfast is done. He eats his breakfast. Y'all know the routine. Y'all heard me. He goes upstairs. He brushes his teeth. He washes his face because he already had a bath last night, right? Um, then what he does is he gets his clothes ready. I already have his clothes ready, so he just throws his clothes on because they're already on the hanger. Sometimes I let him pick it out, sometimes I don't. He throws clothes on and then he walks in for class at the time he's supposed to clock in. And that's what happens. I mean, I don't know. She does have a lot of children, so I get it. Well, she has more than I do. I only have one. So my house is less chaotic than probably hers would be, right? But it just makes sense. I just never seen them eating while with their clothes on. I don't know. That's just different. But maybe her children don't make messes like my children, like my son does. I don't know.
Oh well. Now you already got 5 more minutes. Hurry up. So while they in here brushing their teeth, I'm gonna brush my teeth too. So yeah.
Y'all brush your teeth with your children? I don't really do that. I think that's like really an intimate moment for me. I know it's weird, but I've never been like that type of person that just brush their teeth with everybody. Like we're not gonna sit in the bathroom at the same time. I just think that while I'm in the bathroom, I'm in the bathroom, and I want to be in the bathroom with myself. Now, you know, I used to do my hair sometimes in the bathroom, and the door might be open. Of course, my children be talking to me or whatever. But that's different. Me brushing my teeth, anything in me washing the body part, like it could be my mouth, my ears, wherever, right? I don't have my door open like that. You know what I mean? Unless it's even when I'm washing my hair, I just not a thing where I used to. Back in the day, I used to wash my hair in front of everybody, but my hair is so long. Yeah, I gotta get in the tub, y'all. I gotta get in the tub. My hair come all the way past my butt. My hair is down past my butt. It's like no way. I gotta get in the tub, take me a bath. And speaking of washing hair, y'all know I need to wash my hair. I ain't washed my hair in 3 weeks because I've been sick. So I'm gonna have to wash my hair tomorrow. Ridiculous. It's when you have locks, you can kind of do that, y'all. And I've been sick, and I'm not gonna wash my hair while I'm sick. That's just dumb. With me, I already had pneumonia. That was really dumb. Now I gotta wash. I was supposed. Remember, I told you I was gonna wash my hair. I told you I said, well, I'm gonna wash my hair, and I didn't even get around to it because I got sick. Right when I was supposed to wash my hair, I got sick.
I woke up this morning.
So I usually wash my hair two weeks, every 2 weeks, or every 3 weeks, somewhere in there. But that's not, I said wash. I didn't say not wet. Now I do wet my hair. I do wet it. Now sometimes I will wet my hair and I put this stuff in there that clears out the dirt, that gets the dirt out. This little product I use. But I'm talking about wash, like the shampoo and the conditioner. You know. Okay, so she got this music, of course, y'all. This little girl is so cute. And she's like, is he the only girl? Oh, he's so cute too. He's handsome. Wow. So those both of those children have ADHD. Are those the children she's talking about?
All right, y'all. So the kids supposed to sing their alphabets twice when they brushing their teeth because they be trying to rush. Oh, and I forgot they need to make their beds too. It's 7:23.
Okay, so that's not a bad idea. That's the best idea you've said today, right? How you doing, Latoya? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. How you doing, Mysterious? Welcome to the Crystal Palace.
We pushing it, so I'm gonna have to rush them. It took RJ about 2 minutes to put 2 to 3.
That's why you need to get up a lot earlier, though. That's why you get up a lot earlier to ensure that. I mean, I would get up earlier unless you just overslept or something, right? So sometimes that can happen, right? Especially if you are, I mean, with you doing everything and being a single mother, right? I can see you oversleeping sometimes because you do a little bit more than Jasmine. I give you that. I give you that now. I think you do a little bit more than Jasmine, but I don't think much more. But I give you do more than a little bit more than Jasmine, right? Your children look a little bit more decent than Jasmine, so I'm gonna go with the theory of you do a little bit more. Now, as far as your cleanliness, know about that. But it looked like you do a little bit more. You look a little bit more cleaner than my jazz life. I'm gonna be honest, right? I don't know. The verdict is still out on that. But in this particular place, not in the old place, but this particular place, you might be a little bit more. I don't know. That living room is kind of looking horrendous there. I don't know. I don't understand why little Jack Burton don't clean up that living room. Why and wash some dishes for you while you go and do what you run around and do what you gotta do. This little boy coming up there, y'all know he always coming on downstairs. He waking. He think he got a full-time job. I already told y'all that. But anywho, um, I would think that he would do something. I keep saying the same old thing, but I would think my morning son. I would think that he would do a little something more than what he does, because he don't seem like he do anything. I'm gonna be honest with you, girl. I know he don't do nothing. I'm just gonna tell you. I'm not even being funny. I'm not trying to assume anything, but I'm just gonna tell you by the looks of it. Give me a second here. Let me get all this together. Let me get your plate together. Set that down just for me for a few minutes. Got everything taken care of. Now, hold on, because I'm gonna get out of here and let you. Because I don't want to go what I'm doing. Uh, but I asked you to put that down. That would be fair to you. So I'm gonna fix this plate. I'm gonna get out of here for a second. Let you do you. Yeah, I'm doing a garbage. That's what you heard. Okay, it is not me doing nothing else. Singing. But I'm trying to get this last little bit out. No, I'm not making no oatmeal today. I think I make some oatmeal for lunch. I hang on. I gotta get out here.
Maybe 5 minutes to put toothpaste on his toothbrush. He go real slow in the morning. RJ is my pokiest child ever. Okay, get some water in your hand and put it on your face. Put fat man in there.
And so he fat man or whatever the little baby name is. I guess you call him fat man. Can y'all start calling these children by their name? I hate calling y'all children by their nicknames because they not like they. I'm not connected like that. I don't like calling y'all children they nicknames. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know you like that.
It was. Well, it's time for him to go back to sleep anyway. RJ, you putting toothpaste all over you. Look what you doing. Get in here.
See, you rushing because you don't get them up in time. You get them up way too late. Considering if you know your children have ADHD, or let's just go with the safety of they move slow, right? Take ADHD out the equation. Put into equation that they just move slow. Why would you wake them up late like that instead of getting them up a lot earlier? And then you got to worry about all that. I'm telling you, children move slow when you don't want them to. I'm telling you, you have to rush them along. And I hate rushing children. I hate to rush my son and tell him to come on, hurry, 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 hurry. We end up doing that for jujitsu. We run late for jujitsu, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. And that's not even him. It's really me. And it's not even far from the house. It's literally about 3 minutes, 5 to 3 minutes away. When stuff is really close to you, don't you take forever? I don't know what that's about. But anyway, it's just weird. They don't want to do nothing. Yeah, he's a good for nothing. He need to get him a sign and walk around outside, and they need to say "Do nothing, Bay." She thinks Bay is the best thing since sliced bread. Yeah, she do. And I don't understand why. Like he's a Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, and he's been like that for years. She's like, "Oh, he's so good to me." He put that on pause. Put that on pause. 1 second. Thank you. Oh, you're so good. You're so kind. Thank you. Hold on. Let me get your food. I forgot. I'm so sorry. I fell off. I'm running my mouth. Let me get your food. Anyway, so yeah, I found that to be strange how he don't never do anything and she just makes excuses and he just big him up and it's like, girl, she does all that to act as if somebody else wants him and we don't want him. Nobody here in the Christian Palace will take him. You don't never have to worry about nobody wanting your man. I assure you, it's nothing he can do. He can't do nothing for me under the sun. I assure you. I give you a quote. Just go out the way. All right, I'm out. Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, y'all. Hold on.
He's sitting now. He's my pokiest child, y'all. But let me get this together, y'all, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, it's 7:26, so they gotta hurry up. Make y'all beds. Come on, hurry. Let's put some socks on your feet. So, RJ gotta put socks. You gotta put socks on you, right? You already got socks on. Okay, good. Now, Yori, come put socks on.
She's like, Damon, you come over
Put
here.
socks on. Yes. So, they're gonna put some socks on your feet. What's right there?
Okay, so listen, what is her name? That quick, I forgot her name. The Diamond girl. You got to get them up earlier. I mean, that's the bottom line. You got to get them up a lot earlier. Number one, you need to get them up a lot earlier than what you get them up at. That's number one. Number two, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to get up get them up a lot early. You're gonna already have to have everything already picked out. You're gonna have their socks, everything on down to their shoes, their book bags, everything. You're gonna have to have towels already ready. I would get some towels. Since you got access to the wash and dry, I think it's in your apartment, right? Don't you have a wash and dry in your apartment? I don't remember. I don't know. I get all y'all confused. But nevertheless, you got wash and dryer. All you gotta do is get them towels, get them face towels or face rags or whatever y'all want to call them. Already have that set out. Already had their toothbrushes set out when they so you can go through, and then you have a group to go in here to brush their teeth. Then when they get done brushing their teeth, you send the other group in there so they don't be spitting on each other. Okay. And then while that group is brushing their teeth, you have the other ones getting ready. And y'all need to do it in shifts. You need to have 3 of them. I guess I don't know how many you got. I forgot. I think you got 4 or 5. So you have 2 of them going there at a time, and then you had the other 2 hang back and finish their breakfast. You get the ones that have ADHD already up. You get them already squared away, so you ain't got to worry about that. Then you get the other children that move pretty quickly. Then you get them up. Then y'all do sets. So you set them 2 in there to brush their teeth. Then you set the other ones down. Say, okay, when they get done, y'all go in there. And then when the other children come off from brushing their teeth, you have them go ahead and get dressed. Then you have the other 2 brush their teeth, and then you have them come out and get dressed. And by the time they are getting dressed, the first set should already be dressed. Should probably be at very least putting on their socks and shoes. Okay, they should already be ready. Then at that point in time, you had them put lotion up. The lotion, the grease, the whatever, the this, that on their face. Had them brush their hair. Okay, then the second group follow suit. I mean, it's just really simple. You're making this a lot harder. You just get them up. You ain't got to worry about that. You ain't got to worry about running late. And which in advance, and sometimes we all fall short, and sometimes we oversleep because of certain extenuating circumstances. It happens, right? But you just gotta do what you gotta do. You might need to wake them up. If you start waking them up a lot earlier, I'm telling you, they'll start getting it. They'll start getting the act right. I don't care if they have ADHD or not. They'll start getting some act right because they don't want to be woke up that early because they'll see the difference. Like, dang, why am I being woke up so early and everybody else being woke up later? Why? Because you're moving slow. I get you have ADHD, but this is what I have to do until they can get more responsible. Then after a while, it may click in their head and go, dang, I need to get up early. I want to get up around the same time everybody else get up. And I'm tired of waking up this early, killing my sleep, and even making them go to bed early. So you gotta unfortunately, you might have to make some arrangements, girl, and get drop dead Fred up, drop unalive dead unalive, and get his butt up and make him start doing some of these changes because I mean you was walking around with the baby, so we know he's not watching the baby.
What?
See, y'all, she don't even have the socks picked out. See, that's the problem right there. You wasting time. Time is money. Money is time. See, you should already have the socks balled up and just already picked out with the outfits. Set all the outfits out on the bed, or set them out where they can get to them. And each child can grab their own stuff, and they will have their own stuff. Don't get twisted. Sometimes I can pick out my son's socks. My son still act like he don't see those socks, and then he'll try to go in the drawer and get some more. No, grab those socks. I put on your bed. Quit playing. Okay. So I'm just saying that you got to make some arrangements, child. Good Lord, you moving slow. You talking about they got 2 minutes? No, you got 1 second. You the one you slowing them down too. You killing time. You're not making time either yourself. Or you want to get on them and blame it all on the ADHD? It's you too. Okay, well she got music playing, y'all. So I had to play my music to level it off. We don't have no problem, so I cut her down. And this little boy's still in the bed. And I know she told him to make their bed up, but he's moving really slow because she should have had them doing this all up front. I mean, you know what though? I get having them make their bed up before they leave, but sometimes, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Then that to make up from that bunk bed and expect him to make it up really fast, that's kind of hard. You know what I mean? But whatever. If you wake them up early enough, then he can do all that. And this one, he still ain't made his bed up. He still got toys all over the place. You got to start making them clean. Get their toys picked up before they even go to sleep.
All right.
Okay, so I think he's old. Isn't he old enough to put on his own socks? What he about 5 or 4? About preschool or pre-K old age? Is that the one of the ones that got ADHD or something? Well, yeah, just make him put his own socks. So you got to make him take responsibility. Um, I believe that organizing is critical for those with ADHD. Diamond appears to be disorganized. Exactly. She's certainly, my understanding, I would think, I'm not an expert on ADHD, but I would think that she would need to get them up a lot earlier than she get anybody else. So that's what we said in the beginning. We was like, okay, well, she need to get them up a lot earlier. Bet you Bay is still in the bed. Of course, he's still in the bed. He not getting out. He's smelling like couch over there, girl. What? This fool is smelling like couch. He's not getting ready to get up and do naked.
Yeah, that's really it. All right.
So she got to put her coat on. Everybody else got to put their coat on. This other little kid is just fumbling around. She's still looking for his jacket. I mean, you need to have all that out though. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It would save so much time and energy if you already have all this stuff out. You already had a coat out. You already had his shoes out. You already have everything out pretty much that they need, and you don't have to go in the closet because it would save time and just set it on one of these shelves. All you gotta do is buy a little shelf or buy something that you can sit everything on for them in the morning. That's all you gotta do, and put everybody else's little, like how they do in school, have like a little cubby hole or something. Put them a little cubby hole in the living room and have everything already picked out, ironed and folded up or whatever, and they could just find their name and pick out their clothes, and that be that. So when she went to the emergency room, girl, take that emergency thing off. You got everybody in your business. She done went to the emergency room.
And I'm finna drop. I'm finna drop the kids off. Well, the oldest two. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. So the kids just got dropped off, and now I'm finna drop off. Nayori is 7:51.
Points. That's so annoying.
It's gonna take me about 15 minutes to get across town and drop them off. So, all right, y'all. So I'm back at home. And I'm gonna take the opportunity to edit, but I just wanted to let y'all know this is how I manage as a mom is for. I have help, so.
No, you don't have help. That's not entirely true, ma'am. That's not true because if you had help, you wouldn't be moving the way that you move. You really don't have help. Let's keep it real. No, you don't have help. Wine trash and the three older ones have ADHD. Okay, got it. So I would think the non ADHD person, so the baby father don't have ADHD, right? So why don't he get his tail up and help to organize them? Then that way they can all be on time. That's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm tripping. Don't listen to me though. No, don't listen to me. No, I don't know what I'm talking about. Mm-mm. Anyway, much time have we been on here? So we've been on here for about an hour and 23 minutes. I will try to go live earlier. I mean later on. I'm definitely gonna do my tonight show and I'll try to do a midway show, right? If anything pops off, then I'll be back. Okay, y'all. I really appreciate y'all coming live with me. It really was a blessing, and I did talk my time. No, you shouldn't give them a reward to do something that they're supposed to be doing anyway. I mean, you can say thank you. Yeah, you can say thank you. Hey, honey, I really appreciate that. It's beautiful. But golly, she thank him for everything. She think he do everything. He don't do nothing. But she praised him for doing normal stuff. Yeah, okay. Let me remove this real quick. Okay, and so right here you says Bay is a great dad because he watches the baby while she takes the children to school. Right. Exactly. Really strange, right? You find that strange and deranged. Okay, y'all. Well, again, I do appreciate y'all coming live with me. I'll check y'all out later, okay?
You say that I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay. Cause I'm floating in your orbit. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. Just my luck. Push me away, you understand. There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand. Come on.
Thank you again, y'all. Check y'all out.